was a young baby, I was just sitting on the porch outside, like not outside. I was just sitting on the porch. Some dude, we had a wire fence. Some dude just opened it and took my shit and walked away. I walked back inside. I didn't even know what the fuck happened. I just felt like my neck was hurting, but yeah, they took my shit right in front of me.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.
Man, check it, man. We got a guy here today, y'all. He don't need no introduction. He down here, just gonna make y'all laugh just a little bit. No, nigga, it's hilarious about what he about to do to y'all, man. This guy right here, man, Ken Flores is in the building. He not playing no games.
What up, man? Appreciate y'all having me, man. I'm happy to be here, man. Happy to be here, Boss Talk in Dallas, Texas, man. One of my favorite cities in the world.
Man, listen, man. You done did so many damn podcasts. I don't even know how to start. Let me just try to figure this out, how I can make mine better than everybody else's intro.
Already is, I feel like. You feel me?
First of all, before I get into all of this, I gotta ask you, what is your ethnicity? Because you look like you mixed with.
Nigga boss talk hat.
I be like
boss talk hat.
I be like you look like you mixed with either Asian or Samoan or something like that.
I'm Mexican, full Mexican, full Mexican.
Born in
Chicago, Illinois.
Mexican.
Yeah, but no, I don't know why I look like. I mean,
how many people ask you that though?
Oh, every day, not a day. Sometimes I be lying. I'm like, yeah, I'm Hawaiian and shit.
Yeah, because you be looking like it.
Yeah, then they be asking from where. I'm like,
nigga high. That nigga be high. Don't try to play us.
But yeah, Mexican, full Mexican. Yeah. I speak fluent Spanish, and yeah, but I'm not Asian at all, though.
Have you ever been to Hawaii before?
Nah, not yet.
You should go. You fit right in.
People tell me I look just like them, Samoan. You know,
exactly.
I would like to one day, shit.
But so you born and raised in Chicago?
Yeah, Chicago and Aurora, Illinois. Also, I was outside suburb.
Okay, what was it like growing? Because every time when I hear about Chicago, I hear about the gangs, the violence, the this, the that. What was it like in your neighborhood?
I grew up on the north side, Humboldt Park area when I was younger, and I mean it was I was too young to like be in that life, so I wasn't really in the streets like that, so I can't lie about that. But it was definitely crazy, police.
But it was
outside.
Around you though.
No, yeah, 100% was around us. The first house I lived in was on Wabansie and Tallman, and that was on the show Gangland a couple times.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that was pretty. I mean, for me it was cool at the time.
Did you were like, oh, I know that house.
Yeah, that's where I used to live.
Wow.
But yeah, I think as the years went on, the north side got gentrified, so kind of like the crime went down a little bit, opposed to like the south side. When like drill music came out, Chief Keef started getting hot. It kind of like it did boost like the crime rate a little bit, and it got crazy. I mean, it still is crazy. People are still dealing with the consequences. Lil Durk just got locked up over some shit,
Yeah, we gonna get into that, but I want to ask you about the lie you just told, because I heard you was outside at 7 years old out of your mouth that your chain got snatched and all kind of stuff. So let's just be real, man. On the north side, was you outside that early in age?
Oh yeah, I know. You know what? I don't know if you made that shit up.
No, this is what I heard you say.
When I was a young baby, I was just sitting on the porch outside, like not outside. I was just sitting on the porch. Some dude, we had a wire fence. Some dude just opened it and took my shit and walked away. I walked back inside. I didn't even know what the fuck happened. I just felt like my neck was hurting, but yeah, they took my shit right in front of me.
Your drain must have been nice and big at that time.
It was little, man. It was little. That shit would feel like a dog collar, man. Like I don't even know how he saw it.
You was in the streets, nigga. They got you. You was outside, man.
That's why I had to move out.
So were you raised with your mom and dad in the same household?
Yeah. My mom and my dad in the same household. Yeah, they still together now.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Cause that's rare, right? But in the Hispanic culture, is that rare? Cause in the Black community, you don't have a lot of people being raised by their mom and dad together.
It's definitely not rare. I think it's very similar. I was just lucky, fortunate enough, to have both my parents. But yeah, of course, okay. I got my. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes people get deported. Like I got an uncle who got deported, so my little cousins, they grew up, without their father. So I mean, yeah, definitely different reasons or whatever, but it is very common in the Hispanic community
to have your mom and dad there.
I feel like Mexico is very like old school like culture. Like you have to stick together, even though y'all beat the shit out of each other every day. Y'all gotta stay together, you know. But
do they get married though, or do they usually just live together?
Yeah, I think like the thing about Latino culture is like when you move in with somebody, you married already. Like when I first got my first apartment, I had a roommate, you know, my boy, and my dad thought I was gay. He's like, oh no, he married to a guy already. He moved out, he's married. So I don't think they like the marriage is like the marriage just means you live with somebody and you married now. I think my parents never even got married at all. You know?
Okay.
Wait a damn minute, man. Y'all, they shack for how long?
They've been together now almost 30 years
and
now.
They've been shacking for 30 years? That's a long time. You know what shacking is? That means you ain't married and you together.
My dad just got to make sure he's talking to the right one.
How many siblings you have?
I got a younger sister and a younger brother. So
so you the first.
Yeah, I'm the first one, the oldest one.
Okay.
Let's talk about the fact that you also said, like I said, these are your words out your mouth. You said that your mom went to jail.
Yeah.
And got deported. Let's talk about that. And how old was you?
I was young, man. I was probably only like 5-6 years old. She got it was actually in Texas. I'm not sure the exact city, maybe McAllen, but yeah, she the first time she came over here was when I was born. So in 1995, she came over here. I was born in 1996. Then around 2001, they went back to Mexico. Their plan was to never come back to the U.S. They were going to stay in Mexico, and as they were there, my mom got pregnant again with my younger sister. So then, you know, as she getting closer to giving birth, she's like, "Fuck, I don't want to have her here. Actually, let me have her up in the United States." You know.
Right.
So as she was coming up, she was using a fake somebody else's visa or whatever, and they caught her with it, and then she got sent back. And then that same week, she didn't even go back to her hometown. She just stayed on the border town. And that same week, she went back and tried again, and they caught her again. So that time, they locked her up, and she had to stay.
So did she have the baby in jail?
No, she wasn't there for years. It was only it was only a couple months that she was in jail, and then she got sent back. And then she tried. I would have stayed my ass home, but for some reason,
she was determined.
She tried a third time, and the third time she was able to make it through. And you know, she had my sister here in Chicago, and you know. They stayed after that.
Should you be talking about this?
Actually, I usually try not to. They're finna raid my mom. My mom finna get her door kicked in now because I've been talking about this shit on Boss Talk.
Man, I don't know what's going on.
Nah, but I'm telling y'all, you know, it's wrong. It's wrong.
But even then, because I have friends, right? Me being from Jamaica and stuff like that, I have friends who came here illegally, have their kids here, and you know they try to deport them, but because the kids don't have anybody to support them, they were able to be granted stay here in the United States and eventually get their citizenship because what they're gonna do with the child? They're not gonna put a child in, you know, protective custody.
Right.
So
yeah. I think it just depends. Like I think it's kind of one of those things where it's like a don't ask, don't tell specifically. So I think like as long as you're not committing crimes or doing stuff, not paying child support, they're not really going to trip, you know, unless you're trying to doing illegal shit or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I think my mom, since she did get deported and she did serve jail time, she did get banned for 10 years and she didn't complete the ban. So now that, you know, I'm on the road, I'm making a little bit of money, I've been like trying to look into lawyers to try to fix her situation, but everybody's kind of just shut us down. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, they gave her a 10-year ban. There's proof that she had 2 kids within that 10-year period in the U.S. So she's kind of, you know, so
man, let me tell you something. Don't you blame me. You running your damn mouth over here.
You gotta be talking, man.
Tripping, man.
No,
you the worst.
She'll be all right.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gon' talk.